What's good, you guys? So in this video, I'm basically just gonna be talking about how, you know, you're not a bad trader, you just don't have the right systems. And what I mean by that is, you know how everyone always says that it's like all you need is patience and discipline, but it's like you just keep resisting. Like you keep resisting patience. It's like you're actually like a really patient person, but when it comes to the charts, you kind of just want to be in control. You want to look at the lower time frames because they move a lot quicker, because comparing a 1 minute time frame to like a 5 or even 15, you can really see like what price action is doing on the micro, but you're not taking into account what it looks like on the macro. So it's like you're not impatient, you just have a really bad system when it comes to patience as a trader. Because me, I'm actually a pretty patient person, like outside of trading. And like I said, like trading, like it mirrors your flaws and like everything, your greed, your psychology, your risk management, your financial was it financial security, like habits. But it's like, honestly, it's kind of just your system. And I'm just now starting to realize that going into my second year, because I used to trade like only in my bedroom, and not until this week is when I started to change my environment. I started to change my system. I started to realize that stuff that worked in 2024 is simply not going to work in 2025 and isn't working in 2025. So it's really just being extremely adaptable, because in 2024 I consider myself profitable. I got out of the break even, I dug myself out of the loophole, out of the rabbit hole where it's like, oh, you have beginner's luck, and then you start learning the skill, over leverage, blow the accounts, blah blah blah. And then I learned the skill, boom, and then 1 month I just make everything back. And it's true, it is true what they say. It's extremely true, because in 1 month I literally made everything back. But I'm starting to realize in 2025 the systems that I had in 2024 aren't working. And so how I'm actually going to be changing my system, or even just tweaking it and improving it, is the first tweak. I'm not going to be trading in my bedroom. Although I got out of my rabbit hole in here, it's not working, because I've had so many ups but a lot of downs. And a lot of downs can bring me down. It can ruin my mental, it could ruin my whole discipline, my whole patience, like discipline and patience system. It could literally ruin it all, simply just because like I have my bed right here, I have a window, I'm in front of a TV that you guys can't even see. Like this is a bedroom, and it's like, if you put a label on it, a bedroom is literally where you go and sleep. It's not my office. It's where I sleep. It's where I rest. This is a resting room, not my trading room. And that's the first, tweak that I'm doing into my trading journey. So the reason why I wanted to like tweak this out of all of the other stuff, like strategy, risk, patience, discipline, psychologically, I wanted to tweak this first, because if you guys have read Atomic Habits, the book talks about how you make it satisfying, make it easy to change habits. And the first thing you should do is change your environment. It's like, if you want to eat clean, then make sure you have like no junk food in your pantry. So it's like, if you have junk food in your pantry, you're just going to keep resisting, and then sooner or later you're going to fall into temptation. So it's like, let's say you have a cookie jar, and it's just filled with cookies, and you want to make it a habit where you stop eating cookies. So what you do is you fill that cookie jar with like fruit snacks, gum, mints. So whenever you get that itch to want to eat a cookie, you're just like, oh shit, like this is like reminding me that I'm supposed to stop eating cookies. I don't want to be a fat fuck, so I'm gonna stop eating cookies. And that's literally how I feel with trading in my bedroom. It's like, I wake up, roll out of bed, I'm mentally fogged, I'm literally not even prepared for the market, and it's like, I'm so fogged up, I'm in my room, I'm literally just sitting here for the next like 1 to 2 hours waiting for market to open, and then as the second market opens, I'm like, boom. Like, I'm in a trade, I'm gone, rules broken, patience, discipline broken. So my environment is literally going to be everything. So on Monday, I actually traded at the gym, and that was really good because I got to, walk around. I got to get in like a little light workout. I got to hit the steam room, which was really good too because that really cleared up a lot of my mental fog. And then not only that, but I traded in the gym lounge, had my headphones on, my laptop, my mouse, and I was so focused. I wasn't itching. I told myself if I don't see anything on a 5-minute chart, I'm leaving. And that's my work day. Simply just no trade, but a trade presented itself. And I actually ended the day green, which is another plus. So that's the first tweak. Environmental shift. Changing where I trade. I have a set trade time from market open to lunch. Those are my hours. That's literally 2 hours. That's it. If I can't, trade in a spot for 2 hours or even be in a spot for 2 hours without even placing a trade, am I really a trader or am I just a gambler with data? Now, the next tweak is actually going to be for my patience. So I know there's a lot of impatient people, when it comes to trading because they're stuck on the 1 minute, stuck on a 2 minute, the seconds chart even. And for me, it sucks, yeah, because this whole year I was trading really impatiently, but I didn't even notice it until this week. And the way that I'm changing that is simply just removing lower time frame. I'm simply just removing watching the lower time frame. So for the people that trade on the 1 minute, switch over to the 5 minute, and if you see it moving in your direction, when it's aligned with your bias and it's pulling back, when it starts wicking, let's say you're bearish, right, and it's just like a straight Drake candle, and then it adds a wick, look into the 1 minute. Who knows, it could be like a little micro pullback. Throw a fib on it. Did we retrace into the 50% level? Then boom, there's entry. And if it didn't work out, you accept it. That's literally it. You literally just accept it, and it's not your fault. The market does what it wants to do. You're not seeking revenge. You trade the chart. Your technical analysis isn't going to move the chart. It's just a statistical data on, it's just a probability of this happening over a period of time. So it's literally just playing the higher time frame. So I used to be profitable on the 1 minute. Now I'm switching over to the 5. But I'm going to be looking at, when I do be looking at the 1 minute, I look at the 1 and then the 2 and then the 3 and then the 4, then the 5. Simply just up and up and up. So I'll go from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I'll go from 15 to 30. And then from 30 to an hour. Then 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. It's like that. It's really simple. Really simple. Easier said than done. But, once you actually make into a habit and an actual satisfying routine, then it's where was this all along? How is this the missing part of my trading success? And that's honestly how I feel now, because why did it take me so long to understand that to be patient I just had to play the higher time frame and just not resist? Because not only is it my environment thing, but it's when I'm trading I'm standing up now, so it's okay, well, there's nothing, so it's I can sit down, and just watch the chart move from afar, and just be wow, this is really boring. And that's how it should be. It should be boring, because trading shouldn't be exciting. You think you're gonna outsmart hedge funds and all that, the smartest investors in the world, simply just by playing a 5-minute chart with your support and resistance, ICT, freaking CRT, whatever fucking technical strategy you use. No, it's not going to work. And simply, you just got to be more patient. And building a system to be more patient that actually satisfies you and we're not resisting is how you're going to succeed. Now, this is actually the hard part, because when it comes to discipline, it's simply, the way that I view discipline in trading is, not only is it your rules, but it's just envisioning. So it's if you were to envision let's say an NBA player, right? Now, let's say we're imagining Steph Curry, right? Steph Curry from the NBA to college to high school to middle school, all of it. So it's like, imagine the discipline that he had to put in every single day of just, like shooting drills, like form shots, it's fundamentals. Like, just imagine that. Like, now you compare it to trading. Imagine the fundamentals. Like, sorry, it's true what they say when they're like, only risk 1% a day, because like, if you have $1,000 account and you're risking 10%, you can only take 10 trades. Like, that's not sustainable. You're gonna blow your account. You're over risking. You're over leveraging, and honestly, probably even over trading and like revenge trading. That's undisciplined of you, and it sucks because it happened to me this month, and I hate to say it, but it's not gonna help me whatsoever. So the discipline part that I really want to get to is like, imagine the profitable trader that doesn't do that. Imagine you are already profitable. Do you still do that? That's how I really see discipline in trading. It's like, discipline for me is visioning myself as the successful trader with the traits and habits that I developed along the way. It's like, I've been extremely disciplined to even wake up. I trade on the West Coast, so it's like, I've been extremely disciplined to even just wake up like at 4 or 5 a.m., like an hour or two before market opens, just to really prep myself, but then lose like fucking like 10 to 20% of my account. Like, it fucking hurts. That's how I was before, but like, I'm really trying to improve my systems. I'm really trying to improve how patient I really am, how disciplined I really am, how profitable my like system actually is. Because like, you can be a good trader, but if you don't have the right system, and not even talking about strategy, it's basically psychological. So it's like, if you're a profitable trader but impatient, it's like, how often are you really going to succeed on a like day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year basis? It's like, if you can just literally keep your losses small and your winners big, you can be extremely profitable. Limit trades per day and remove all emotional factors and accept every outcome of every trade, then it's like, you made it. Like, the money's just gonna follow. And the same setups that you take, with size and scaling, that's how you're gonna make your money. Like, the same trades that make you like $100 are the same ones that's gonna make you like 1,000. It's literally just scaling, patience, and discipline, consistency, and resilience as well. Now, another thing I want to like talk about is risk. So it's like, I trade on a cash account, I trade options, but honestly, it all applies to the same forex, futures, whatever it is you trade, prop firms. It all applies to the same thing. So it's like, a lot of us want the money. Like, who doesn't want the money? Who doesn't want the success? Who doesn't want like the materialistic items that come with it? But honestly, it's more than that, because not only is it just risk management, but it's about, the actual process. It's like, how do NBA teams even get to the championship? Like, how do they even win a chip? They fucking get to the playoffs, and they get to the playoffs simply just by winning. And the more they win, the better they get. And a lot of it is literally just fundamentals. A lot of it like 3-man weave, fucking just suicides, fucking shooting drills, free throws, fucking layup drills. It's just all fundamentals. And it's like, the better you can get at those, like, the more you can win. But for, like us, like struggling traders, it's like, it's trying to kill a bear with your bare hands. It's like, how the fuck am I gonna kill this fucking bear? Like, I just have my hands. But it's a lot easier when you're trying to kill a fucking dragon with the whole nation behind you. And that whole nation, and that like metaphor that I'm trying to get at, is like your patience, your discipline, your systems, your consistency, your ability to read price, knowing when to trade, when not to trade, your risk management, knowing your flaws, your best time of day, your best days, the best A+ setups. That's your nation. So it's like, we're really that trader that's, just trying to fucking kill a bear with our fucking hands, bro. And we don't know how to get past it until we actually dig deep into what's, actually working in our success. Because honestly, this is work. This is what I consider work. If I'm not understanding how I'm winning, how I'm losing, then I'm not trading. I'm literally just gambling. And me making this video is honestly just a real like note to self. It's like, okay, well, this is who I am now. But when I look back at it in about like 2 or 3 years, I'm just be like, I am so right. Like, why didn't I know this sooner? And the sooner I realize it and start to understand and just adapt, the faster it'll all come. And money is literally a byproduct of your skill set. Like, your P&L, like equity curve, like let's say you start good, and then beginner's luck, and then boom, like right there. Like, your equity curve is literally just a lagging indicator of your flaws. And I look at my equity curve every single day because I was once in this fucking loophole. I made it out, and then I dug myself back in. But the same habits that got me out of it aren't gonna get me back out of it, because a lot of it was actually like, I hate to say it, but a lot of it was actually like bad habits. Because looking back over some of my trades, it's like I won, like, or on the day I was green $300, but it took one trade, and the one trade will be like 700. So that means I lost $400 prior. So it's like, that's already a bad habit. That's already engraved. That's not a fundamental. That's not a habit that should be taught in trading, which was over leveraging and revenge trading, because I think I took like 7 trades that day. But if you guys understand like what I'm really trying to get at and see like my perspective, then I really hope this, brought in like some knowledge and can really, broaden your like mindset, or like even shift your whole perspective on how a trader should really operate. Because I want to succeed in this. I want to become a full-time trader. I want to have 6-7 figures. I want to consistently make 10K a month. But it's like, am I really that person that's really capable of that right now? So it's like, I'm not doubting it, but I'm just saying there's a lot of work that needs to get done, a lot of work that will get unnoticed, and this is why I'm here to document it. This is why I'm making these videos. It's literally so I can just look back and just understand how much I was actually struggling, and how I'm actually digging myself out of this loophole, this rabbit hole, because I want to fucking win. Like, trading will get me literally everything that I want, but it's like, I gotta do the work. I can't just sit and pray and just hope and wish and dream. It's not gonna work. Manifestation without action is useless. So I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys.